Isshin takes on the Hollow in this week's Bleach Chapter 531, Everything But the Rain 4. Seriously man, a 2-week break and you still can't come up with titles? So Isshin determines that even though the Hollow is all black and its hole is closed, that's what she said, it has the Ryatsu of a Hollow and he engages it in battle. Meanwhile, Aizen is watching over and is intrigued by Isshin's appearance. He decides that they're going to have a closer look. Back at the Ishida place, Misaki feels a huge amount of Ryatsu and tries to go help, but Ryukin, being the buzzkill that he's always been, tells her that she's gotta stay to not waste her pure blood so easily. She tells him that if someone dies because she was held back by some stupid custom, she'd never be able to forgive herself. As she leaves, Ryukin tells his servant to prepare the Reishi armor. Meanwhile, while Isshin is still struggling to fight the Hollow, random Shinigami number 3 shows up to tell him that he's out of his jurisdiction. But sadly, the Hollow releases a huge Sero and completely annihilates random number 3. Let us never forget that one line they had. Isshin starts to believe that someone from Soul Society has to be pulling the strings behind this Hollow, as there's no way no one could be aware of its presence. He finally decides to call out his release for ENGETSU. Oh boy, this is gonna be awesome. I'll bet it looks so cool, and then he's gonna take down that Hollow. Yeah, okay, so, decent chapter, I guess. I wish the fight between Isshin and the Hollow hadn't been broken up the way it was, with the cutbacks to Misaki and Ryukin. Like, we're right in the middle of this awesome battle, then we gotta see more speeches about pure Quincy's and saving people's lives and blah blah blah. Granted, it was necessary though to see, because we now know Misaki is on her way, and my theory of Ryukin lending a hand and beating the Hollow could be true because he's preparing this Reishi armor. The Hollow in this chapter kicked ass. I like the design, and its power is pretty damn scary. My thoughts on his powers remain the same, that he kinda can transfer some of them to other Shinigami, but I'm not so sure he's a Vasto Lorde anymore. Isshin even says that it has the power of a Shinigami, which is similar to a Vizard, but also in the beginning when it yells you can clearly see that there's another mouth inside the mask. So Aizen must have fused a Shinigami and Vasto Lorde or something like that, cause this is no ordinary Hollow. And speaking of Aizen, fuck you. I really wanted to see ENGETSU's form, but you always gotta poke your nose in other people's business at the worst possible time. Dick. I'm thinking next week Aizen is going to start explaining what exactly the Hollow is to Isshin, and before they kill him, one of them is going to dodge an arrow and we'll see Misaki has shown up. So sadly, I don't think we're going to get more of a fight, just a lot of explaining. So overall, good chapter. The fight between Isshin and the Hollow was really cool, but I felt it dragged down with cuts back to Misaki arguing with Ryukin, and fucking Troll Aizen keeps us from seeing Isshin's Shikai. For my question of the week, do you think this Hollow is actually a Vizard? I'm not so sure anymore. It's a Vasto Lorde despite its outward appearance. I'm thinking it's gotta be another one of Aizen's modified Shinigami. That's it for this week. Remember to please leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more weekly Bleach chapter reviews, and go check out my Deviant Art and Twitter if you got the time. Links to those in the description. That'll do it for me. I'll be back next week with my thoughts on chapter 532. Peace.